Hi guys, I just finished filming and hopefully you've already watched this cute card I made from the September 2025 Gina K card kit. This was using the Festive Penguins stamps and dies and the Trim a Tree stencil and some foiling gel. So you'll want to go and catch that video. Hopefully this kit hasn't sold out already. Or maybe you're coming back to watch this video for some inspiration. But we are going to play with the next part of the kit, which I am going to use the Joyful Ornament 3D embossing folder and dies. And then I'm also going to bring in some foiling with polyglaze, which is a little something polyglaze. This was not part of the kit. This is an extra purchase, but I am going to use the coordinating dies for that. Okay. I have brought in some Gina K cardstock. Let me tell you what we have here. We have metallic gold and red velvet. So metallic gold and red velvet from Gina K Designs. And we have to bring in our big intricate. So when these 3D embossing folders first came out, I think there was a little bit of confusion, but Gina K's team has done a wonderful job now of putting the directions on the back. It says, place your cardstock inside a 3D embossing folder, turn the setting dial and set it to 2D emboss, okay? So that is this top dial here. We want that on 2D emboss. And then it says, set your tension dial to 3. So we're all the way over here on number 3. And then run it through the intricate on a platform, no top plate needed. So we're going to stick that to my glass mat, and I think I want to use the gold cardstock for this. And this is already cut to 5.5 by 4.25, and it fits that 3D embossing folder perfectly. Just like that. And it says use your base platform. And you want to put the folded side in first. And we'll run that through. Come on. I think I might need to lower my tension. Move that up slightly and see if that helps. Nope, still not wanting to go through. That is extra thick. Okay, so it's just not grabbing. I'm going to lower my tension to 1 and see if that helps at all. Those rollers are pretty tight. They don't really want to roll. Let's see here. No. I'm going to try my other platform and see if that helps, the magnetic one. It might be a little more slippery. Okay, that's way too much. Let's do this. Let me try rolling it this way. I can feel it trying to grab, but I just think this is too thick. I'm going to move my dial up a little bit more. It's like it wants to go. Let's do die cutting first and see if we can get that to work better. Okay, so I'm going to use the red cardstock. Cut out the center there. Top plate. Oh, we have to change this back to die cutting. Okay, so we want it on die cut, which is all the way here, and then I want this back in the center. Okay. Oh, why is this not turning? There we go. Just need to give it a little push. Okay. Now that we've got that cut, we'll put that aside and try this again with the embossing folder. So we're going to move this back up to die cut. I have that in the middle right now. I might need to make it tighter, but we'll see here in a second. Nope, I'm going to loosen it a little bit more. No, it's too tight. Maybe it's supposed to be on -3 and I missed that. Oh, it says 3. No, I am not able to get this to go through. I think it's just way too thick. Yeah, my rollers are moving. Oh, okay. I need to go the other way. I need to go to wider. Okay, I'll show you guys. I was going the wrong way. I was tightening my rollers instead of loosening them. So let me give them a little bit more. There we go. I was going the wrong way on the rollers. So 3 is probably the right number. Let me see where it's at now. Oh, it's going the wrong way. Unstick. Unstick. Okay. Yeah, on 3. It is on 3 now. So 3 and number 2. Okay, so I was going the wrong way with my rollers. Now we're good. And wow, look how pretty that is. Gorgeous. Okay, so that is done. And I need to cut a little piece out of this. I'm going to grab a scrap piece to do that. Don't need that piece. Okay, so next, where'd I put the ornament now? Is it under my card? Oh my, I do this all the time. I move this piece. Where did I move my ornament to? Okay, losing my mind. Where did I just move that to? Am I crazy? Hello? Where did you go, little ornament? You couldn't have gone that far. Just had you. Okay. That's just bizarro. Stuck on the bottom of my platform. Okay. I took it away. All right. So this is going to be pretty simple design. We're going to put I think I'll do, I don't want to do silver. Maybe I should. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, I know what we'll do. I got another idea. Okay. And then we're going to put sentiment. And then I think I'm going to find some thread and tie some thread on there. Pretty simple. We're going to do sentiment. So the sentiments say, a little something for you, a little gift inside, a gift for you, open the lid, surprise, to, from, open here, you deserve it, thanks for all you do. Just wonderful little sentiments. And I think we're going to do thanks for all you do. So I'm going to pull my poly glaze out. And since I am using the coordinating dies, I'm going to carefully cut around it and then use the dies. In the meantime, I'm going to turn my fuse on. Power's on the back here. And then I'm going to turn this up to number 3 and let that warm up. It won't take very long to warm up. And let me grab the coordinating dies here. So that is in the bottom corner. And I'm going to use that pretty gold foil that I just used. This came out of the Deco Foil Color Harmony transfer foils. You get 4 different colors. There is Disco, Rose Gold, Butterscotch, and Champagne. And I'm using the Disco. And I'm also going to cut a piece of poly glaze. You can also die cut that. So I just want a small piece of poly glaze. Just enough for the top of our ornament here. Okay, that's white poly glaze sheets. And what we're going to do, I'm going to grab our foiling sheet folder here. Okay, so we're going to foil both of these at the same time. And the shiny side is the side you want to put the foil on. And I'm going to do a little dusty here. Dusty the back of the foil. I want to make sure that entire piece of poly glaze is covered. I really don't want to waste all this foil, so let's use what we can use here. Okay. And we're going to put this in the machine. You can see it's turned green now. Folded side of our carrier folder up. And you want to make sure you have some extra carrier folders. You can buy them from Gina K, scrapbook.com, ThermoWeb, but you always want to have a couple extra folders in place. Okay, once that's done, we're going to turn our machine off and move it aside so it can cool down. We want that foil to cool down before we cut it. And those are small pieces, so we're going to use our little intricate, which is right next to me. And it has a thicker plate and a thinner plate. I cut on the thinner plate, and make sure you alternate as you're cutting. They're nice and small. Plates. Okay, so as we reveal, there is our sentiment, beautifully foiled. And then this should be completely foiled. Perfect. And we are going to die cut both of these. So for the little one, we're going to die cut our ornament topper. And then we want to use the sentiment. Line that up, put our little top plate on, and just scroll that through. There's the sentiment. And here is our ornament topper. Beautiful. Okay. So let's assemble everything here. This is pretty easy to do. You can even run the ornament through. In fact, I'm not going to run the ornament through, but I have another idea. Inside is the Joyful Ornament stencil. Would be really beautiful to put some foiling gel on this and foil it, but I just want to add some extra color to it. So we're just going to very simple stenciling on here. Grab my little stencil mat, put the ornament down on that. Stencil to it. I'm going to use some cherry red, which is a little bit darker red. Small Gina K blending brush. Doing this kind of tone on tone look. Ta-da! That's beautiful. And we're going to clean these off real quick. The red ink does stain. It doesn't hurt anything. Just leaves it a little bit discolored. And on this, you never want to use any chemicals on this, just a little soap and water. Really no chemicals. I'm not really worried about this staining. You can just use some water and spray it on there and it'll come up. This is just water in here. But again, not really worried about it. Staining, these are very inexpensive, so once they lose their stickiness and you can't clean them anymore, just buy a new one. Very inexpensive. Okay, so that is done. All right, now we can start to assemble everything. And I want to bring in my Gina K foam squares with this, because foam squares make everything better. All right, have card base ready. I am going to glue our little pieces on here. So the top, our ornament topper. I'm going to glue our poly glaze foiled sentiment right in the center. Looks straight. Everything looks fairly straight. Okay. And this is the back of our card. Pretty good right there. Oh, I wanted to tuck my ribbon in there. Whoops. Not glue that down yet. Just going to do a real simple piece like this. Just a little piece of white ribbon. I need to clean my scissors. They are gooey. Okay, so on this side, just going to stick that on the back. Just use some glue. I'm going to reinforce that with a small piece of tape. And we're going to put our foam squares on the back here. Okay. That's not long enough. I want to tie a little knot around the top of this. A very simple one. So it looks like a bow. Okay. I'm going to put a little glue in the center of that so it doesn't come undone. Okay, and now we're going to tuck this behind. And I put some glue behind the ribbon and then behind the cardstock. So I'll just have to hold that in place there. There we go. All right. That is my second card for the Gina K September 2025 card kit. Again, I do think this is going to sell out quick. It is her holiday kit, and you guys know when it comes to holiday kits, they always sell out quickly. If you got a chance to get the Simon Says Stamp Timber set, this would work beautifully with that. If not, that's okay. This still is very timeless set. I had said that when I did the unboxing, that these don't necessarily have to be winter or holiday designs. These sentiments are not winter and holiday sentiments. The only thing that are the snowflakes. So I think this is very timeless and very classic, and I think you'll be able to use these all year round, and I think that's going to appeal to a lot of people because it's not your traditional Christmas holiday look. With the stencil, the embossing folder, the sentiments. There's a lot of items in here that you can use all year round. And I said that when I did my unboxing. And I think for that reason, if you are interested in this set, do not sit on it. It will sell out very, very quickly. So again, let me show you everything we used here. And everything is part of the kit except for the poly glaze. The poly glaze are the only things you have to purchase separately. All right, so we used, just trying to put everything in here so I don't lose it, the 3D embossing folder and cutting dies, Joyful Ornaments. I like that everything stores nice and neat. Okay, we used the stencil Joyful Ornament. We use the poly glaze foiling sheets, a little something, and then we also use the coordinating dies. And then I brought in a little slip of poly glaze, some foil, foam squares. All right, so there you go. If you had fun watching me make this card, please give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. If you have any questions, post them down below. Otherwise, I'll have the link down below for Gina K. Please click yes to cookies. That lets them know that I sent you over. And here are the 2 cards that I've already made from this kit. Very, very easy to do. And hopefully you're able to get your hands on it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to learn more about foiling, you can click on the toner foiling playlist. You can also join my Facebook group, the Foiling Snobs Club. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.